York Times broke a story about how the New York Police Department created a Facebook page that said disparaging things about West Indians and African Americans. So apparently, annually in Brooklyn, they have this festival where NYPD are told to go and enforce the law there. It's a parade that celebrates West Indians and African
they're there
Americans.
for protection, like every parade.
Right,
in New York.
exactly. Yeah. And apparently the NYPD doesn't like this, or some members of the NYPD do not like this, because they claim that it is a violent event and an excuse to create an atmosphere that leads to riots.
Right.
Right. So there have been situations in the past where violence did occur during this parade. However, stuff like that happens at every parade, right?
Yeah.
And if you are concerned about it, then you maybe want to say something about the violence and how you don't agree with it, whatever, right? But they create a Facebook page where they say horrible things about West Indians and African Americans. For instance, they called them animals, savages. One person wrote that these people are filth and it's not racist if it's true. Another individual said something along the lines of, we should just drop a bomb and get rid of all of them. Yeah. Okay.
I mean, here we back to racist police. This is a racist police officers episode of the Anna Hour. No, truthfully though, it's not very much different than Joe Arpaio. Raymond Kelly is the commissioner of the New York Police Department. These sorts of things have happened in New York, and they happen in police departments all the time. I guess it's important to see it brought to light. Well, I think we showed this parade. Didn't we show those cops dancing? It was at this parade. Do you
was
remember?
It at this parade?
Yeah, it was at this parade. It's the West Indian parade, where they were dancing. And
it was back in September, so it sounds
suggestive dancing with parade goers.
He seemed to enjoy the event.
Yeah, that was one cop. I'm sure he wasn't posting about how bad it was. First of all, if I were mayor of New York, I grew up in New York, so I've said this for a long time. I would have one parade a year. The parades are the worst thing in New York. They gnarl traffic. They cost money because of overtime sanitation. They are a mess. I lost like $47 when I was in 8th grade at a 3-card Monte table that was set up at the Puerto Rican Day Parade. I would have one parade a year. Everybody, you could have the West Indian section and everybody marches by, and then they're all done for the year. Parades are a waste of money. They waste police overtime and sanitation overtime. And that has nothing to do with this. But
fun costs money, therefore I am against fun.
No, that is not it at all.
That is crazy. I'm in favor of the parades. And look,
there's a parade every weekend in New York.
Get it? That's why people love New York.
No, it's not the Steuben Day Parade. You need to march for German pride in New York. You can have a section. You can have a 3-block section that goes by the reviewing stand, and of course the police now with this West Indian parade. This brings up all of these racist tendencies that it seems police all over the country have.
It's not the parade that brings up these racist tendencies.
Yes, it does.
It's the racist police that bring up the racist tendencies.
Okay, well, so it'll give them a place to be racist, with some less concentration of the people to whom they are racist.
Okay, here's another thing I want to say about this story. The fact that these police officers write these horrible comments on a public forum. It wasn't as if they wrote these things on their private Facebook pages. They created a Facebook page just so they can write horrible things about this parade that took place. And don't get me wrong, I believe in your First Amendment rights. If you don't like the parade, if you are a curmudgeon like Michael Shore and you are
I love a
anti-parade,
parade. Has anybody ever said that before? I love a parade. I just love one parade.
One parade a
And the
year.
Macy's Day. You could do the Macy's Thanksgiving parade.
Because he's very concerned about overtime sanitation.
Overtime sanitation police officer. But Anna's right. I mean, I got away from the point there on my little pedestal if I ran for mayor pedestal there, and it's a great idea, by the way. So if you're running for mayor of New York, if you're watching this, Anthony Weiner, you're never going to be mayor, so it doesn't matter.